From Neural Newscast, this is Deep Dive, exploring the moments that shape today.
Welcome to Deep Dive from Neural Newscast. I am Daniel Brooks.
And I'm Peter Rowan. It's June 17th, a date that marks a fundamental shift in how we define struggle and identity, from a bloody hill in Boston to the arrival of an icon in New York Harbor. Today, we also celebrate three visionaries who reshaped music and sport. But Peter, before we look at the birthdays, we have to clear up a major geographical misconception regarding the American Revolution. You are talking about the Battle of Bunker Hill. On this day in 1775, the Charlestown Peninsula became the stage for the first major confrontation of the Revolutionary War. The irony is that while the history books remember Bunker Hill, the actual fortification and the brunt of the fighting happened on the lower adjacent Breeds Hill. Colonial forces had dug in overnight, which presented a massive problem for the British stationed in Boston. General Thomas Gage felt he couldn't leave that high ground in rebel hands. He launched a direct frontal assault, leading to an incredibly violent morning. It was here that Colonel William Prescott supposedly gave that famous order, "Don't fire until you see white people of their eyes."
That command wasn't just bravado, Peter. It was resource management. The Americans were dangerously low on gunpowder and needed to make every single shot count against a professional army.
The tactic worked until they simply ran out of ammunition. By the third British charge, the colonists were forced to retreat. It was technically a British victory because they took the hill, but the cost was staggering. Over 1,000 British soldiers were killed or wounded, which was about 40% of their force.
It shattered the idea that the American militia was just a disorganized mob. Bunker Hill proved this wouldn't be a quick or easy suppression of a rebellion. It changed the entire psychological landscape of the war.
That spirit of challenging the status quo carries right into our birthdays today. We have three figures who redefined their respective fields.
First, in 1882, the birth of Igor Stravinsky. If anyone embodies the role of a disruptor, it is him. He didn't just write music, he fundamentally changed what we consider music to be.
He certainly did, Daniel. His work, especially The Rite of Spring, caused literal riots in the streets of Paris when it premiered. His use of rhythm and dissonance was so radical that it ushered in a whole new era of modernist composition.
We see a similar level of transformative excellence with Venus Williams, born in 1980. She didn't just win 7 Grand Slam singles titles. She and her sister Serena completely changed the power and athleticism of women's tennis. She has been a champion for equity too, Daniel. She was instrumental in the fight for equal prize money at Wimbledon. Her legacy is about fairness and governance just as much as it is about her serve. Speaking of legacies and profound impact, we also celebrate Kendrick Lamar today, born in 1987. He is arguably the most critically acclaimed rapper of his generation. The Pulitzer Prize Board certainly agreed when they awarded him the prize for music for his album Damn. It was the first time a non-classical or jazz work had ever won. Kendrick's ability to weave complex narratives about society and the human condition is truly unparalleled. Whether it is Stravinsky's orchestration, Venus's power on the court, or Kendrick's lyricism, June 17th is clearly a day for people who push boundaries.
While those figures were pushing boundaries in their fields, back in 1885, a literal boundary-defining monument was arriving on American shores.
The Statue of Liberty. She arrived in New York Harbor today in 1885 aboard the French frigate Isère. But she didn't arrive as the giant we recognize today. She was a massive jigsaw puzzle.
Right, Daniel. She was disassembled into 214 crates. The logistics of that are mind-boggling. Each piece of the copper skin had to be carefully packed to survive an Atlantic crossing.
It took over a year to actually reassemble her on the pedestal at Bedloe's Island. While the statue was a gift from France, the funding for that pedestal actually came from a massive crowdfunding campaign led by everyday Americans.
It's a perfect symbol for this date. Whether it is a battle for a hill, a riot over a symphony, or a monument sent in crates, June 17th is about the building blocks of our identity.
It certainly is. From the smoke of Bunker Hill to the torch of Lady Liberty, the events of this day have shaped the physical and cultural landscape of the world we live in now.
And that is our look into history for today. I'm Peter Rowan.
And I am Daniel Brooks. Visit deepdive.neuralnewscast.com for more. Deep Dive is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. Explore history every day on Neural Newscast.
This has been Deep Dive on Neural Newscast, exploring the moments that shape today.